the residue coats the vintage mahogany nightstand layout. Pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment sector, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered profile, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total desolation. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needle edge as I listen to the persistent wind rattle the loose window panel.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal her deep vulnerability. For stripping down the ego shield is the hardest spiritual assignment. The global apparatus rewards deception and plastic corporate flexibility, always demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask behind doors. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration or title, shining brightly as a sovereign, pure creation from the Creator. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain cup. Look toward eastern hills where the golden sun rises up. Shedding protective cosmetic armor, we constructed out a territorial fear. Bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth balancing turbulent street passions that swell for modern improvement. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced. The greedy commercial executives construct invisible psychological barriers, codes, hoping to domesticate the wild insurgent frequency of the black population, pocketing dividends while concealing what the written constitution strictly forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth nations. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive spiritual mechanism that will never surrender to their automated technological hypnotism vector. I used to seek temporary refuge inside the lavish upscale hotel halls, trading raw authenticity for a sliver of temporary public applause. Media realizing too late that celebrity is an engineered labyrinth of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation cells area. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation spark, rescuing my contaminated consciousness far away from their dark park infrastructure. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays. Liberation of your interior mind has already successfully begun. All days walking proudly together across the rocky coastline, sand dune matrices. Bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth balancing turbulent street passions that swell for modern improvement. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced. State of absolute serenity.
behind gates.
True wealth is the amount of love
you can openly distribute.
Discovering a magnificent,
honest reason to live among brothers.
our unmasked voices break their psychological and digital spells completely. Just a bit of rhythm, standing firmly on soil,
standing firmly on soil,
avoiding their corporate deceit, matrix setup.
The unvarnished truth is the greatest weapon we possess on earth. Bit to rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
The mouth
Organ executes a delightful, smooth,
balancing
turbulent street passions that swell for modern improvement.
sway your shoulders fluidly
To this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket, as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced. Gray powder residue coats the vintage mahogany nightstand layout, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment sector, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattooed profile, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total desolation. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needle edge, as I listen to the persistent wind rattle the loose window panel.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a deep vulnerability. For stripping down the ego shield is the hardest spiritual assignment. The global apparatus reward deception and plastic corporate flexibility, always demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask behind doors. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration.
Stale tobacco smoke coats the tattered velvet upholstery fabric, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit basement apartment layout, refusing to participate in their competitive mainstream theatrical magic, as I process the lingering questions of historical skepticism and doubt.
My psychological
Equilibrium is balanced on a razor blade edge parameter,
listening to the mechanical ticking of an old
kitchen barometer.
Dry your weeping eyes, my beloved Ethiopian queen mother. The darkest astronomical hour
always precedes the dawn of the sun.
Do not let your vision be clouded by anxieties from
One another,
the spiritual battle for your identity
has already been won.
Stand firm on the ancient
Principles of righteousness in scriptural text,
preserving the sacred energy of your youth
for what happens next. A heavy, painful sigh escapes from my fragile ribcage compartment. Find the celestial sanctuary far away from this concrete apartment, merging our separate vocals, victor peace achieved underneath the tropical wilderness canopy shade, curing the deep psychological fractures that systemic malice made.
The mouth
Organ executes an unpolished, mournful blues phrase, cutting directly through the thick geopolitical, electromagnetic haze. Sway your shoulders gracefully to this slow burning root shuffle groove, watching the heavy blocks of institutional segregation completely removed.
They build massive penitentiaries to cage the innocent youth population,
selling false security narratives on the television broadcast screens,
attempting to suppress the brilliant light of eternal truth nations to maintain their corrupt,
automated financial corporate machines.
But spiritual warfare cannot be won with the gunpowder weapon device.
The ultimate victory belongs to the children who refuse their vice.
I sought temporary refuge inside the lavish
upscale metropolitan hotels, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of temporary public applause,
realizing too late that celebrity is an engineered labyrinth of hells,
violating every protective, intuitive, instinctual, evolutionary law.
But your unpolished reggae bassline
provides an immediate salvation spark, rescuing my contaminated consciousness from their dangerous dark park. Unsent telegrams dissolving slowly underneath the pouring raindrops.
Let the infinite intelligence absorb
your residual mental pain stops, realigning our auditory perceptions with the rhythm of the clouds. Bitter peace achieved underneath the tropical wilderness canopy shade, curing the deep psychological fractures that systemic malice made.
The mouth organ
executes an unpolished mournful blues phrase, cutting directly through the thick geopolitical electromagnetic haze. Sway your shoulders gracefully to this slow burning roots shuffle groove, watching the heavy blocks of institutional segregation completely removed.
Forgive yourself for the mistakes
of the historical calendar past,
realizing that true happiness
is found inside your own heart at last.
Let the negative thoughts completely evaporate into outer space,
welcoming the infinite beauty of a brand new geographical place. Our shared resilience outlasts the fiercest tropical monsoon wind.
This bitter peace
tasted like medicine to my soul.
Let the Almighty Creator
take total, absolute spiritual control.
The morning star is preparing to break through the dark clouds.
Bitter peace achieved underneath the tropical wilderness canopy shade, curing the deep psychological fractures that systemic malice made.
The mouth organ executes
an unpolished mournful blues phrase, cutting directly through the thick geopolitical electromagnetic haze.
Sway your shoulders
gracefully to this slow burning roots shuffle groove, watching the heavy blocks of institutional segregation completely removed. Stale tobacco smoke coats the tattered velvet upholstery fabric, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit basement apartment layout, refusing to participate in their competitive mainstream theatrical magic. As I process the lingering questions of historical skepticism and doubt, my psychological equilibrium is balanced balance down a razor blade edge parameter, listening to the mechanical ticking of an old kitchen barometer.
Dry your weeping eyes, my beloved Ethiopian queen mother.
The darkest astronomical hour always precedes the dawn of the sun. Do not let your vision be clouded. Kneeling dejectedly upon these icy, unyielding tabernacle courtyard stones, incense wisps rising sluggishly toward the historic cedar ceiling beams. I feel entirely forsaken, listening to my innermost psychological groans, trapped inside the splintered remnants of terrifying nocturnal dreams. My accumulated transgressions weigh heavily upon my fragile aching vertebrae, searching frantically for an unexpected, comforting celestial sign today.
Fear not the ominous midnight shadows that challenge your spiritual stride. Every temporary tribulation carries a magnificent, instructive wisdom within. Let cosmic intelligence become your ultimate, unshakable internal guide, cleansing your physical temple from the residual stain of systemic sin. The conquering Lion of Judah shall scatter every predatory wicked beast, welcoming the faithful youngsters to an everlasting heavenly banquet feast.
Amethyst tears staining the fabric of my tattered antique gown. Lift your chin, daughter, do not let your vision look down. Absorbing the supernatural warmth of the rising morning star. Try on grief, echoing from the highest holy mountain summit tonight, guiding the weary desert travelers safely through the treacherous night. A smooth-mouthed organ executes a haunting, deeply spiritual phrase, cutting directly through the thick geopolitical electromagnetic hazing waves. Move your body gently to the sacred, ancient heartbeat, roots pocket, locking our collective consciousness together like a beautiful golden locket.
The corporate preachers distribute false salvation for material prosperity, trading the Creator's laws for luxury, vanity, and insatiable greed, ignoring the orphans and the widows who suffer in absolute austerity, making the simple pathways look needlessly complex and sensual indeed. But Rastafari wisdom shines brighter than any fragile earthly jewel, chanting down oppression, destroying their institutionalized matrix rule.
I sought artificial sanctuary within the valleys of shallow distraction, posing for media lenses while my interior psychological stability decayed, injecting dangerous chemical toxins for a temporary physiological reaction, paying the ultimate economic price for the foolish games I previously played.
But your scriptural melody provides an unexpected therapeutic relief, an organic botanical medicine that diminishes my underlying sharp grief.
Sanctuary gates opening as the silver trumpets loudly blare.
Put your absolute confidence
within the
weapon formed against righteousness shall ever stand on earth. Stand firm, child. This is the appointed prophetic hour. The sound of real liberation is beginning to loudly ring. Zion grief, Zion grief, ooh. Zion grief, Zion grief, Zion grief, echoing from the highest holy mountain summit tonight, guiding the weary desert travelers safely through the treacherous night. The smooth mouth organ executes a haunting, deeply spiritual phrase, cutting directly through the thicker geopolitical, electromagnetic hazy maze. Move your body gently to the sacred, ancient heartbeat, roots pocket, locking our collective consciousness together like a beautiful golden locket. Kneeling dejectedly upon these icy, unyielding tabernacle courtyard stones, incense wisps rising sluggishly toward the historic cedar ceiling beams. I feel entirely forsaken, listening to my innermost psychological groans, trapped inside the splintered remnants of the terrifying nocturnal dreams. My accumulated transgressions weigh heavily upon my fragile aching vertebrae, searching frantically for an unexpected, comforting celestial.
Staring blankly out of this foggy porthole window pane area, watching the blurry shoreline rapidly disappear from human vision. My tears are blending with the drops of driving tropical rain precipitation, forgetting the simple truths that my intellect previously knew. To rebuild the broken fragments of my shattered memory track records, carrying a massive mountain of sorrow upon my aching back muscles.
Fear not the shifting currents of this turbulent mortal life path. Every hurricane is temporary, every cloud must eventually recede away. Do not allow your mind to be consumed by geopolitical strife dynamics. The voice of the Almighty is always standing, ready to lead youngsters. Walk proudly across the rocky pathways that test your unique stride length. Let cosmic wisdom become your ultimate, unshakable internal guidance system. Unsent letters burning slowly inside the fireplace charcoal pile. Watch the illusions of the material empire completely disintegrate, floating along on an invisible, refreshing acoustic wave frequency. Drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ tells a tale of absolute spiritual freedom, escaping the corrupt boundaries of Babylon's mechanical matrix kingdom. Modern barons trade paper banknotes for total global control, building massive towers that block the emerald countryside landscape views, exploiting innocent laborers, suffocating the beautiful human soul core, forgetting the natural laws that are forever beautifully, perfectly true. But the collective consciousness continues to steadily, surely grow, spreading global revolution wherever the tropical trade winds blow. I became a helpless hostage to my own destructive, chaotic behavior, mood chasing phantom validation through a crowded, noisy commercial ballroom space, suffocating slowly inside a state of absolute bitter emotional solitude, wrapping my fragile identity inside a shroud of total psychological gloom. But your gentle cadence stabilizes my rocking sailboat, structural design setup, giving me the necessary stamina to survive this intense internal rupture. Woo! Paper airplanes carrying my unexpressed secret inner desires, traits. Fan the flames of your interior spiritual fires tonight behind gates, realigning our internal biological frequencies with the earth's floor, drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ tells a tale of absolute spiritual freedom, escaping the corrupt boundaries of Babylon's mechanical matrix kingdom. Let the syncopated groove carry your heavy worries far away from here, welcoming the promise of a brighter, peaceful tomorrow morning day. Oh yeah, staring blankly out of this foggy porthole window pane area, watching the blurry shoreline rapidly disappear from human vision. My tears are blending with the drops of driving tropical rain precipitation, forgetting the simple truths that my intellect previously knew, to rebuild the broken fragments of my shattered memory track records, carrying a massive mountain of sorrow upon my aching back muscles. Fear not the shifting currents of this turbulent mortal life path. Every hurricane is temporary, every cloud must eventually recede away. Do not allow your mind to be consumed by geopolitical strife dynamics. The voice of the Almighty is always standing, ready to lead youngsters. Walk proudly across the rocky pathways that test your unique stride length. Let cosmic wisdom become your ultimate, unshakable internal guidance system. Unsent letters burning slowly inside the fireplace charcoal pile. Watch the illusions of the material empire completely disintegrate, floating along on an invisible, refreshing the caustic wave frequency. Drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight, discovering the absolute meaning of cycle. So
Charred matches accumulate inside this antique bronze container unit, tracing chaotic smoke currents upon the peeling floral wallpaper borders. My cognitive vitality appears to gradually, quietly drain away entirely as the neon illumination outside grows increasingly faint and dim. This psychological furnace lacks the necessary oxygen to ignite tonight, leaving me shivering uncomfortably beneath the flickering lavender lamp fixture.
Fret not, traveling sister, when global temperatures plunge drastically. The cosmic architecture preserves the core embers of your intellect. Let refreshing spiritual currents absorb your anxieties like a sponge, leaving the deceptive synthetic distractions of their metropolis behind. True sanctuary expands where the ancient redwood trees grow majestic, providing a defensive shield against Babylon's impending sociological fall. Smoldering embers choking inside a rusty cast iron appliance seek hidden pathways toward the sovereign botanical clove location, standing resolute in howling Arctic sociological blizzards today. Velvet wail vibrating softly through the chilly midnight air, preserving vital interior heat. When the urban landscape feels bare, the mouth organ executes a compressed sultry blues variation here, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this low tempo, deep syncopated roots arrangement, unlocking the beautiful potential that the downpresser cleverly hid. The financial planners distribute algorithmic behavioral modification systems, hoping to domesticate the untamed insurgent frequency of the neighborhood, enforcing sterile institutional regulations upon unsuspecting public school sectors, attempting to partition the infinite timeline with mechanical clock dials. But primitive natural elements will never obey their digital commands, unleashing unnecessary cleansing across the heavily polluted farmlands. I bartered my authentic perspective for a sliver of mainstream validation, posing for flashing media lenses while my interior stability decayed severely, violating every protective, intuitive, psychological, evolutionary criteria rules, paying the ultimate economic price for foolish games I previously played. But this low register acoustic frequency offers an unexpected therapeutic medicine, cleansing my contaminated consciousness from the darkness I was previously in. Orange sparks drifting upward into the foggy canyon skies. Let the celestial lantern delete phantoms from your mind index, realigning our primal biological instincts with the wider universe clock. Velvet wail vibrating softly through the chilly midnight air, preserving vital interior heat. When the urban landscape feels bare, the mouth organ executes a compressed sultry blues variation here, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual
transcendence begins when the matrix is entirely ignored. Panels discovering internal peace that cannot be corporate bought or stored.
Our combined spiritual energy outlasts their temporary concrete towers.
Just a velvet whale, refusing to die out completely.
Banish skepticism,
eliminate historical doubt from the temple.
unvarnished
Truth is the greatest asset we possess on earth.
velvet whale,
vibrating softly through the chilly midnight air, preserving vital interior heat. When the urban landscape feels bare, the mouth organ executes a compressed sultry blues variation here, assuring all heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this low tempo, deep syncopated roots arrangement, unlocking the beautiful potential that the down presser cleverly hid. Charred matches accumulate inside this antique bronze container unit, tracing chaotic smoke currents upon the peeling floor of wallpaper borders. My cognitive vitality appears to gradually, quietly drain entirely as the neon illumination outside grows increasingly faint and dim. The psychological furnace lacks the necessary oxygen to ignite tonight, leaving me shivering uncomfortably beneath a flickering lavender lamp fixture.
fret not,
Traveling system, when global temperatures plunge drastically, the cosmic architecture preserves the core embers. Shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical face makeup, exposing the raw, bleeding epidermis beneath the glamorous lace stress. Tired of performing complex choreography for their competitive wake-up, trapped inside this high society manufactured emotional distress mess.
the heavy platinum necklaces around my neck feel like iron shackles today, as I watch the autumn foliage outside gradually wither and decay away. Welcome to the untamed wilderness, where the wild mountain foxes wander, far away from their corrupt automated financial marketplace transaction grid. The natural ecosystem has a magnificent spiritual story
For you to ponder,
revealing the cosmic mysteries that the clever down presser
successfully hid.
Eat the simple fruits harvested from the rich volcanic mountain soil layer, resting your weary muscles from their exhausting exploitative daily toil prayer.
Naked feet stepping onto the sharp volcanic gravel stones outside,
Watch the illusion
of their artificial world lose their pride and height,
standing
firmly together on the bedrock of absolute human honesty. Wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea,
discovering the absolute meaning
of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth
organ executes an unrefined
primitive
acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze,
lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze.
The global technocrats manufacture electronic behavioral modification formulas, hoping to domesticate the wild revolutionary fire that burns inside the youth, constructing mechanical surveillance infrastructure across the Emerald Valley's formula, withholding the natural heritage that the ancestors gracefully provided as truth.
But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive spiritual shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield or feel.
I bartered my authentic identity
for a temporary mainstream title reign,
posing for flashing media lenses while my interior stability decayed severely. Realizing too late that celebrity status is an empty financial piggy bank,
paying the ultimate economic price for the foolish games I love so dearly.
But this muddy organic frequency offers an unexpected therapeutic solution, cleansing my consciousness from their modern societal chemical pollution.
Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays,
cast your superficial modern anxieties completely away all days,
realigning our primal biological instincts with the celestial sky dome.
Oh, wild horizon
stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea,
discovering the absolute meaning
of psychological and spiritual tranquility.
The smooth-mouthed organ executes an unrefined,
primitive acoustic scream,
awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze,
lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze.
Erase the historical titles that clutter your unique identity trait. I am finally experiencing a state of absolute serenity behind gates. True wealth is the amount of love you can openly distribute to others, discovering a magnificent, honest reason to live among brothers. Our untamed voices shatter the governor's stone fortress wall barrier. Just a wild horizon, stripping me completely bare. Absorb the pristine electricity within the mountain air. We are the sovereign children of the untamed wilderness. Wild horizon, stretching out
infinitely
into the turquoise western sea, discovering the
absolute meaning
of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth-mouthed organ executes an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze. Yes, unrefined, beautiful, wide, wild horizon. Natural vibrations outlast the centuries. The new sun is rising.
bows decorate the unvarnished fireplace ledge, stumbling unsteadily across this unfamiliar, dusty parquet floor, clutching an expired identification card near the balcony edge, listening to the persistent gale rattle the exterior screen door. My internal timing mechanism is accelerating with a frightening pace, searching for a genuine companion within this crowded, cold space.
Fear not the foggy atmospheric humidity of this dense urban sector, where artificial illumination competes with the brilliance of celestial spheres. Do not allow their systemic classification to alter your psychological vector. Keep your focus centered, ignoring their visible technological frontiers.
The natural nourishment of the wilderness shall provide ample sustenance today, guiding your wandering spirit toward its ultimate righteous pathway anyway.
Faded Polaroids curling
Slowly inside the ironwood stove grate,
let the divine frequency
decide your upcoming terrestrial fate. Floating safely upon a warm, aromatic acoustic vapor stream, amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight sky, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by.
The smooth mouth
organ executes a comforting,
slow burning
trill variation,
assuring our
heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this infectious low tempo roots pocket session tonight,
dispelling the
lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light bright.
The colonial administrators distribute synthetic narcotic distractions below, hoping to domesticate the untamed insurgent energy of the population block. But the underground resistance coalition continues steadily,
surely grow,
armed with the unshakable principles of tribal autonomy against their clock.
The massive financial institutions shall eventually crumble into dust piles, while we re-establish a community that spans across the geographical miles.
They allowed my authentic perspective
to be anchored to a fleeting illusion,
chasing phantom validation
through their noisy, expensive ballroom halls,
wrapping my
fragile identity in a shroud of absolute structural confusion,
pacing restlessly while shouting at the cold,
unyielding concrete walls. But your grounding guitar skank offers a sudden therapeutic relief spark,
an unexpected botanical medicine
that diminishes my underlying grief. Dark
orange lanterns
flickering as the morning hour
draws remarkably near.
Let the celestial trumpet banish
every ounce of your
territorial fear, realigning our internal biological frequencies
with the wider cosmos.
Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight sky, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting,
slow burning
trill variation, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Knock your chin to this infectious low tempo roots pocket session tonight, dispelling the lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light bright. perceive the hidden traps that beneath their promises lurk. True independence begins when their matrix is entirely ignored. Panels discovering an internal peace that cannot be corporate bought or stored. Work our combined spiritual energy outlasts their temporary concrete towers. Just an amber rhythm, clearing my cluttered, exhausted brain, washing your temple clean like a fresh tropical summer rain. The morning sun is preparing to pierce the heavy mountain mist. Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight skies, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by. Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight skies, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting, slow burning trill variation, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this infectious low tempo roots pocket session tonight, dispelling the lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light bright. Bronze incense bowls decorate the unvarnished fireplace ledge, stumbling unsteadily across this unfamiliar dusty parquet floor, clutching an expired identification card near the balcony edge, listening to the persistent gale rattle the silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, distorted, monochromatic, geometric shapes. Listening to the distant echo of a lonely jazz saxophone's call to hide, trying to find an avenue of immediate psychological and emotional escape
from the suffocating memories that pursue my restless,
overactive mind, searching for a quiet sanctuary that is incredibly difficult to find.
Do not be intimidated by the velvet darkness that surrounds your frame. The nocturnal hours are merely a mirror of your interior spiritual space. Every wandering traveler must learn to accept their unique cosmic name, navigating the terrestrial matrix with absolute elegance, focus, and grace. The moonlight provides a sufficient illumination for the humble and meek, guiding your footsteps toward the answers that you so desperately seek. Phantom partners spinning fluid through the humid midnight air, cast aside the residual weight of your historical calendar despair, gliding effortlessly across this invisible dance floor grid tonight. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom. The mouth organ delivers a slinky, ultra-smooth jazz, blues cadence now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when as roots groove. Watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind
completely remove.
The political sorcerers distribute an artificial electronic daylight screen, hoping to keep the global population perpetually
distracted and blind,
hiding their geopolitical maneuvers behind an elaborate
media scene,
attempting to colonize the deep, sacred recesses of the
human mind.
But the tribal night walkers
possess a superior spiritual navigation tool,
refusing to be educated or domesticated by their institutional rule. I used to panic whenever the sun began to slip
below the Emerald Hill,
seeking artificial shelter inside the crowded,
noisy commercial nightclubs,
trying to numb my existential dread
with a temporary, expensive thrill,
drinking alcoholic cocktails in
subterranean, smoke-filled public pubs.
But this organic late-night rhythm offers a superior psychological
safety net,
allowing my consciousness
to release the things that I previously regret.
Dark silhouettes
merging into a singular harmonic silhouette shape,
pulling down the heavy,
oppressive velvet institutional drape,
realigning our biological clocks
with the natural lunar cycle. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom.
The mouth organ delivers a slinky,
ultra-smooth jazz,
blues cadence now,
teaching our heavy hearts exactly
when and how
to naturally bow.
Twist your hips fluidly
to this hypnotic
rolling
steppers roots groove,
watching the residual
anxieties of the daily grind completely remove. Keep drifting until the dawn breaks beautifully through. I am no longer terrified of the matrix illusions they made. The darkness possesses a deep, restorative spiritual tranquility, restoring my psychological stamina, focus, and capability. We move harmoniously through the unseen dimensions of space. Just midnight dust, the drifting through the shadows alone.
Let the quiet vibration
guide your spirit back to the throne. Feel the heartbeat of the cosmos beneath our bare feet. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom. The mouth organ delivers a slinky, ultra-smooth jazz blues cadence now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow. Twist your hips fluidly to this hypnotic rolling steppers roots groove, watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind completely remove. Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, as the street lamps cast long. Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, distorted monochromatic geometric shapes. Listen to the distant echo of a lonely jazz saxophone's call to hide, trying to find an avenue of immediate psychological and emotional escape from the suffocating memories that assume our restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium corridors today, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical structural fights, whispering your name to the cold, unyielding brick walls anyway, hoping a phantom response will comfort me before the dawn lights.
My internal voice feels so completely distant,
Hollow and shallow,
like a trail of breadcrumbs that my memory
can no longer follow.
Stop pursuing the elusive shadows of things that have already passed. The historical timeline cannot be rewritten by your anxious human mind. Do not allow temporary memories to bind your spirit so fast.
True liberation requires leaving the ancestral ghost far behind.
The universe expands toward the promise of a magnificent tomorrow. Do not become a permanent hostage
to your psychological sorrow. Disconnected communication lines
buzzing in the dark room,
reignite the smoldering embers,
dispel the heavy gloom.
Navigating the vast labyrinth of this acoustic maze. Hollow echo running through the deep canyons of historical time, searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime.
The mouth organ delivers a haunting,
cutting directly through the thick
electromagnetic hazy maze.
Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic
spacious dub pulse,
proving that spiritual focus outlasts everything else.
The broadcasting moguls distribute synthetic acoustic noise below, hoping to distract the masses from the underlying structural truth, selling cheap entertainment to the ghetto girls and boys we know,
attempting to corrupt the vibrant energy of the righteous youth.
But the authentic
frequency of the roots music we amplify
shall pierce through their static
and illuminate the global sky. I became an addict to the nostalgia of my prime calendar years, replaying old video clips of happiness inside my heavy head, drowning myself in a bucket of manufactured artificial fears, paralyzed completely on this unmade, messy mattress bed.
But your echoing bassline fractures this emotional isolation cell, rescuing my consciousness from this self-imposed
modern hell. Unsent telegrams dissolving
underneath the pouring rain.
Let the infinite intelligence absorb your residual
mental pain,
realigning our auditory perceptions with the cosmos. Hollow echo running through the deep canyons of historical time, searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime.
The mouth organ delivers a haunting,
cutting directly through the thick electromagnetic hazy maze.
Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic
spacious dub pulse, proving that spiritual focus outlasts everything else. Outlasts everything else.
Silence the external chatter that pollutes your brain.
I break free from the loop of our past errors. Just a hollow echo.
Stand still, daughter.
Discover your rightful spiritual place. The sound of the future is beginning to loudly ring. Hollow echo, run into the deep canyons of historical time, searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting, cutting directly through the thick electromagnetic hazy maze. Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic spacious pulse, proving that spiritual focus outlast everything else.
Jah guidance over the global children,
Humbly bow. Pacing restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium corridors today, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical structural fights, whispering your name to the cold, unyielding brick walls anyway. Hoping the phantom response will comfort me before the dawn lights. My internal voice feels so completely distant, hollow and shallow, like a trail of breadcrumbs that my memory can no longer follow.
stop pursuing the elusive shadows of things that have already passed. The historical timeline cannot be
Rusty iron links clutter the deck of this stationary vessel tonight, staring fixedly at the silhouette of a distant coastal lighthouse tower, wondering how much longer this heavy structure can float alright, as the dense maritime storm clouds begin to threateningly lower.
My emotional equilibrium is tested by the rising tidal swell,
trapped inside the perimeter of this self-imposed coastal hell.
Behold, daughter, how the Almighty provides a stabilizing weight to prevent your fragile spirit from drifting completely askew. Do not let your perspective be dictated by
temporary human fate.
Keep your focus centered on the principles that are
Forever true.
the deepest ocean cannot swallow
A righteous foundation stone,
assuring the faithful children that they never walk alone.
braided ropes tightening under the immense physical strain. Bop. Let the music absorb the residual effects of your mental pain,
Anchoring our consciousness within a safe tropical harbor tonight.
smoky anchor, holding firm against the rushing maritime tide, providing a secure sanctuary where the honest elements abide.
Oh, the mouth organ
Executes a joyful, grounded jazz cadence here. Banish every single ounce of your historical earthly fear.
stomp your
Combat boots proudly to this solid roots arrangement now. when and how to bow.
The material barons accumulate silver, but lose their ancestral identity, building massive fortresses to block the emerald mountain view, creating endless division, destroying the collective serenity, forgetting the natural laws that are beautifully, perfectly new. But tribal wisdom outlasts their corrupt financial machinery town, chanting down oppression, pulling their stone empires down. I allowed my reckless heart to be guided by superficial desire, chasing phantom validation through a crowded, noisy cabaret hall, igniting a dangerous, highly volatile kind of interior fire, pacing restlessly while watching the autumn leaves outside fall. But your grounding acoustic scan provides an immediate medicine, cleansing my consciousness from the darkness I was previously in. Coconut husks burning slowly on the sandy shoreline park. Reignite the smoldering embers of your divine spark. Embracing the lessons that the universe has gracefully taught. Smoky anchor, holding firm against the rushing maritime tide, providing a secure sanctuary where the honest elements abide. Oh, the mouth organ executes a joyful, grounded jazz cadence here. Banish every single ounce of your historical earthly fear. Stomp your combat boots proudly to this solid roots arrangement now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to bow. Release the heavy baggage that clutters your tired mind, leaving all the toxic, manipulative people far behind. True liberation is the gift from the divine creator above, bathing our weary souls in unconditional, pristine love. Our combined voices break the oppressor's heavy chain. Oh, this smoky anchor, keeping me so still, aligned with the cosmic order, executing Jah will. The unvarnished truth is all we possess. Smoky anchor, holding firm against the rushing maritime tide, providing a secure sanctuary, where the honest peasants abide. The mouth organ executes a joyful, grounded jazz cadence here. Banish every single ounce of your historical earthly fear. Stomp your combat boots proudly to this solid roots arrangement now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to bow. Yes, my smoky anchor, hold me tight. Selassie, guidance, protect us every single night. Rusty iron links clutter the deck of this stationary vessel tonight, staring fixedly at the silhouette of a distant coastal lighthouse tower, wondering how much longer this heavy structure can float alright, as the dense maritime storm clouds begin to threateningly lower. My emotional equilibrium is tested by the rising tidal swell, trapped inside the perimeter of this self-imposed
coastal hell.
Behold, daughter, how the Almighty provides a stabilizing way
to prevent